Okay, page 8. Page 8's pretty simple. We're going to get through this one real quick. Alright, you need 2 A pieces. They measure 6 1/8 by 8 7/8. 2 B pieces. They measure 8.5 by, or I guess 8.5 by 9 7/8. And 2 C pieces that will be hinges, and they measure 1 inch by 9 7/8. Okay, so get those cut out, grab your scoreboard. Okay, score each of your A pieces at half and at 5/8 on the 6 1/8 side. Your B pieces will be scored at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side, so right down the middle. And then your C pieces will be hinges, so 1/2 inch down lengthwise on the 1 inch side. Okay, so that's it for that. Oops. Okay, add your score tape to the hinges and the A pieces. Okay, miter the corners and fold and crease. You know the dance. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'll get the biddies out of the way. I'm going to finish creasing all my score lines, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our very last base page. We are going to take your A pieces and adhere them to the left and the right side of the base page. There's one. Come on. And 2. Alright, and now the C hinges will adhere to your B pieces. Okay, so remove the backing from 1/2 of one of your hinges and place it on the inside This look a little bit long. On the inside of one of your B pieces facing in. Okay, so there's the opening there. So then when you close it, the hinge can like fold over top. Okay, so do that to each one of them. Remove the backing from half of your hinge. Place it on the inside of your B piece, facing inwards. Okay, there's the hinge. This can fold, and this can fold over it. You might have to trim a tiny smidge off this. See, I'm going to trim a tiny smidge off it just so this folds better. Like literally just like a hair. See, and that'll fold better. So like literally just like a sliver of paper. I'm going to do the same on the other one. Okay, and now these are going to adhere down to your base page. So you've got the A sections, the ½ inch section from A, right here and here. So we are going to butt these up against that ½ inch section. Okay, so remove the backing from the score tape. And we're going to adhere your BC piece right up to that ½ inch section. Okay, so there's the ½ inch section. There's your BC. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So right up to that ½ inch section. So these will overlap each other. So now we're going to add some magnets. You can decide which one of these you want over top of the other one. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to first do I'm going to do the right one down to the base page and then the left over the right. So that's how I'm doing it, but feel free to go whichever direction you would like to go. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine taking off in the background. Okay, so there's that, and now from here to here. Okay, so there's that one, and now, where are we going to go? I'm going to go A, the right A, one magnet to the left BC. Okay, and then this one to this one. And I'm going to put a magnet here, but I think I'm also, well, maybe I might just do swing tabs. I might not even do a magnet there. I might do magnetized swing tabs. Maybe that's what I'll do. I think that's my plan, magnetized swing tabs. Alright, so we will hang out for a minute and I'll get all my pieces of pattern paper ready. Be right back. Okie dokie. So, I want to add swing tabs to this part of it. So I've taken 2 of the stickers from the collection. Put a magnet on the back of each one, And then this one I've already covered with chipboard, and the stickers are on, so the stickers are on chipboard, and then I put a magnet on the back, and then the one, just trimming this here, the one I've already put covered with cardstock, so I'm going to do the same with this one, just to hide the magnet. Okay, so just put it on a scrap piece of cardstock and cut around it. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to punch holes in these two. So make sure you've got the magnets on the right side, because you want it to swing from this side and magnetize to this side. So make sure you have the magnets here. Okay, so on this side. Okay, and try and make sure the holes are relatively in the same place. Pretty darn close. Okay, so now we're going to put these here and figure out exactly where it is that we want them to go. So about there, and now kind of put your pen there. So we want to make sure that when we swing it up, it's going to be out of the way. So that's, it needs to be a little bit further. There we go. So that will swing right out of the way. So we want to make sure it's all the way back. So make a little mark. Okay, so we know we want one of them there. So now let's just measure up and in, so we have the other one even. So it is almost 2.5 inches from the edge of the bottom of the page, and okay. So somewhere around here. Just make sure that looks right. One there, and there, okay. So let's make a bigger mark so we can see it. And now we have to punch these. Okay, and we'll get a couple brads. Okay, so we'll let one other magnet find its counterpart, okay, on the backs here. Can you see that? And put a little bit of score tape on there. Okay, and now I'm going to remove the backing from this, and I'm going to kind of line this up with the hole before I put the brad in. Sorry, my head might get in the way so I can see the hole here. Right about there. Okay, so I just want to be able to adhere the magnet. So there's one there. And then the other one, line it up with the hole. right about there. Alright, so now that the magnets are attached, now we can put our brads in and okay, and then put the other one in. Open the tines on the back. Okay, and now, there we go. So now we can add our pattern paper to the front here. Well, now I'm contemplating, because I was going to go with this Imagine Blue part, but now I'm kind of thinking with these balloons, it's almost, oh, dilemmas. I'm really indecisive about this. Let's see. I kind of like the blue. I'm going to go with the blue. I'm going to go with my original plan. Okay, so putting this down. Fantastic. Okay, so now on the inside, going with these papers here, some journaling spot. So you want to make sure you leave this until you put the brads in from the other side. And cover those tines with some adhesive. Okay, now we'll put this matching one over here. Okay, so we've got plain blues. I'm going to decorate them somehow. I haven't figured out exactly how. And then also blue on the inside. Something's crooked. Is it these? Or is it these? I think it's this paper. I'll figure it out. And then on the inside, so I've done the one side already. I did some paper piecing, and I just wanted it to be a little bit different instead of just more plain blue, so I cut it at a diagonal. So all I did was measure down, so it was a rectangle, and I measured down 1.5 inches and just cut at an angle to the edge of the paper. And then traced, and then cut those pieces out, and then traced those pieces onto a different pattern paper. So yeah, nothing too crazy. I just wanted it to be a little bit different than just a plain rectangle, because I've got a lot of blue on this page, so I wanted to break it up a little bit. Okay, so there's one piece. You might want to dry fit these first. I'm going to trim this one just a smidge. I think I might trim them both just a smidge. I like having that tiny, tiny bit of black in between them. Yeah, I like that better, having a tiny bit of black. So just tiny smidge off. Okay, put this down, and that is the last piece, and I'm going to try and fix this crookedness. It's going to drive me crazy. There we go, like that, like that. And then these magnetize like that. And there is your page 8. Yay! Alright, folks, so now we will get the pieces ready for the cover.